Welcome to Beating Cancer Daily. Beating stage 4 cancer for 30 years still takes my breath away every time I say it. I'm Saranne, founder of the ComedyCures Foundation, and I hope you'll join me for just a few minutes daily for the next 365 days so we may laugh, learn, maybe cry a little as we live our best days beating cancer daily together. So what is a chemo comedy party and why did I throw at my first chemo treatment? That was just asked of me by one of our Beating Cancer Daily listeners. So I want to take us back to 1999. I had already thought I had cancer for 6 years, and it was just getting missed. I had gone to 11 different doctors, and it was missed. And finally, I was diagnosed. So there was relief, but at the same time, I, of course, had anxiety and fear about getting a cancer diagnosis. So I decided to throw a chemo comedy party because of the life of Norman Cousins, the man who supposedly laughed himself well. The book was called Anatomy of an Illness, and I had read it when I was in college, and it started my journey with cancer with a punchline, basically. And I just made sure that I infused comedy and joy into every aspect of this journey. So this chemo comedy party kicked it off. It was like my coming out cancer party. How did I technically do it? So I organized to have little finger sandwiches, sparkling cider, giveaways, little gifts that I could give away, little desserts, and 6 hours of comedy. Now, at first, the comedy was videotapes. That shows you how long ago it was. Actual videotapes that we played at the Chemo Infusion Center. But you don't have to be that elaborate. I just love throwing parties. So I was like, okay, I'll bring enough for a day at chemotherapy. And it was also pre-COVID. I'm sure restrictions are a little tougher now, but I threw a chemo comedy party and I invited the patients, the caregivers, the doctors, the nurses, the phlebotomists, the pharmaceutical reps, anybody that would have me. I invited them to this celebration of life party, which was my chemo comedy party. There were skeptics. There were people who were skeptical or probably just didn't want to socialize or didn't feel well. But I have to tell you, once we started, everybody surrendered and they actually joined this party. Like I said, you can do it just for yourself. You can do it for a friend or family members who want to come with you if that's allowed at your infusion center since the pandemic. You can offer it like I did to the hospital staff because I felt that this would be good for everyone, that it would help reduce stress, it would energize us, it would break down isolation, it would create community, and it would give us a big shared laugh, meaning lots of exhalation and inhalation from all this laughing. And I really felt that it would create a joyful memory for me, a joyful imprint, so that when I had to go back, instead of it being Pavlovian in a negative way, where I didn't want to go back because associating it with fear, anxiety, and depression, I would associate it with community and endorphins and laughter and energy and being of service because I love to do charity work. That's why I started a charity from my chemo chair, the ComedyCures Foundation. But I just realized that this would help rig the deck and it would help me associate going to chemotherapy in a very positive way. And like I said, you don't have to do a big elaborate party. I just love to throw parties, and I had a little extra change in my purse, so I spent it on the people at my chemo facility. I did have 6 hours of comedy that was on videotapes. Now it's so much easier because you can just stream everything on your own computer or on your own phone. These were the old days where I had to schlep videotapes. So I hope you do the strategy if your infusion center will let you. It's not just for chemo. You can do it around surgery. You can do it around radiation. Any treatment you are getting, you could throw a comedy party associated with it. Let me know how it goes. Go to ComedyCures.org and hit the record us button, and you can record and tell me how your party goes, or go to the write us link and you can write to me and tell me how it goes. And if you have any other ideas about it or you do anything differently, let me know so we can share it with others. Have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. And guess what? You can invite me to your chemo comedy party. I don't know if I can get to it, but if you invite me, I will try. If you loved today's episode, then tell the world. Why? Because Beating Cancer Daily and our membership circle are both a listener and donor supported experience. So the more people you tell and the more people that join us, the more robust and interesting programs our nonprofit, the ComedyCures Foundation, can bring to you throughout the year. I really want you to go to ComedyCures.org. And of course, I always want you to make a donation. It's tax deductible to the extent allowed by law. But what's super exciting is not only can you laugh and explore the comedy there, you can look at our membership levels and find the one that's great for you. And if you're feeling a little bit generous, gift one to a chemo brother or sister, or to a caregiver that you just want to help them improve the quality of their day. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Guess what time it is? It's time for me to read the disclaimer. Beating Cancer Daily and the membership circle are not in lieu of medical advice or treatment. They are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your healthcare team to review your best strategy. Thanks for listening.